everybody, welcome to the Vong Kitchen. Today I have Austin with me.
No,
sorry, he's not gonna smile, nope. Today I have Austin with me and we're gonna make some sweet and sour pork for dinner. It's gonna be super fun. Now here's a special tip for all of you guys with picky eaters out there. When you get your kids to cook with you and when you get them to prepare the vegetables and cut things and all of that, they are more invested in the food and tend to eat things that they would never eat otherwise. We did that with a Moroccan dish that I didn't think that my kids would like. It has like eggplant and a lot of vegetables and stuff that they had. Yeah, a lot of vegetables that they hadn't seen before or eaten before.
What?
And they ended up really liking it and being like, Mom, can we add this to our normal meals? So when you get your kids to prepare food with you and they're invested in it, it is super helpful for them to enjoy the food that they're eating. You can smile and stuff. It's more fun.
I'm sad. That has eggplant in it. I hate eggplant.
Oh, secret sneaking in veggies. Okay, so we're gonna get started. You do not want to watch us prep all of our veggies.
Now
and
you're putting
our pan
broccoli
and
in my
everything.
tomato soup?
Oh, I put all kinds of things in all kinds of places.
Oh, no.
Anyways, we're gonna get on to our prep work and we're just gonna throw in a time lapse there so that you don't have to watch us peel and chop carrots like crazy. But here we go. Okay, Austin is going to put the pork into the hot sesame oil. You can put in more than that. Put in more at the time. Yeah, put in more. Like a handful. Good job, buddy. Keep going. Oh, listen to that wonderful sound.
The sound of me being scared that oil's going to spray on my head.
Okay, finish up. Get it all in there. Okay, so the pork is in the pan. It is starting to sizzle and it's sounding really good. And now we get to do my favorite part, which is adding garlic. I tend to be a little heavy-handed with garlic. If a recipe calls for a teaspoon or a clove of garlic, I'm like, yeah, that's not right. Yeah, we're gonna go with 4. So I'm going to remind Austin, he's done this before, but I'm gonna remind Austin how to do the garlic smash. So you take your piece of garlic that's got all of its little wrappings all over it. You put the knife flat. You wanna make sure that your fingers don't get underneath the handle of the knife because then you'll crush them. Point the blade away from you and you're just gonna, sometimes my fitness trackers get in the way. And you're just gonna smash it as hard as you can with your palm. And then the peel peels off super easy. And it's awesome and easy to cut. Have at her. Yeah, just go. Don't put the garlic right into your nose. Just around your nose, not into your nose. Okay, you don't wanna wrap your fingers around to the blade, okay? So just a good smash with the heel of your hand. Yeah, a little harder than that. Yeah! Good job, buddy.
I cut myself, but I didn't.
I don't think you did.
Is that a good smash?
Yeah, it was a great smash. Okay, next one. Like I said, four cloves of garlic, and they're nice big ones today. Ooh la la!
Oh,
That might send pieces flying.
I killed one.
Okay, this one. You're doing awesome, bud. Excellent. That's good. Just one smash is plenty. Okay, so now mincing garlic. We've got some nice smashed garlic. We're gonna just slice these up. I like my garlic to be a little bit big as well.
Garlic is stupid.
I don't mince it. I just do like a fine chop because I love to have. Oh, that's gonna. I love to have chunks of garlic in my meals.
I don't.
It's delicious, and garlic is also like such a good superfood. It's full of like antifungals and antibiotics. It like kills everything, keeps you nice and healthy. So I like to eat lots of it. The only problem is that when you eat too much garlic, then you sweat garlic smell. All right, so I do a nice little fine chop. That was a little bit of an overshare. Sorry, guys. Just a quick rough chop there. And we're gonna put that down into our pot of cooking pork, and it's cooking again in sesame oil. So let's bring this over here with us. We're going to, I don't know if this is going to stay here. Okay, I'll just flip, I can't flip the camera. I'll go like this. All right, so now Austin's going to show you a trick. After he stirs this up, we've got the garlic down in there. Austin's going to give it a nice stir. We want that garlic to get nice and cooked down. And now we're going to add some ginger. Again, I'm also heavy-handed with ginger. Ginger is another superfood that I love adding to my food. And my tip for ginger today, can you stop now and get the ginger out, is that you freeze it, and then it's always fresh, and you never have to worry about it going bad. And then you use a fine blade, a zester. I've got a microplane here, and you grate it into whatever you are cooking. You can grate it, you gotta go a little harder than that. Like, give it a good scrub, like power, power, dude, power. You're not gonna hurt yourself, go. Fast, faster. Get it in there, we want lots. Okay, tradesies. Take the camera out, I'll do the ginger. Go. All right, we gotta get it in there. You gotta really get lots of good ginger in there because ginger is wonderful. And this is like, oh my goodness, it smells amazing. When you've got garlic and ginger and onion cooking all at the same time, we don't have our onion in here yet, but we're going to. We're just gonna we're gonna take the pork out after this and then do our veggie prep and cook our veggies before we add our pork back in so that our pork doesn't get overcooked. We want to have it nice and a little bit pink in the middle. But you saw how big our ginger was, and we've added quite a lot. We are happy about that. All right, give that a stir. Let it brown up for a bit. And then we are off to, we're going to remove this from the pan, and we're going to go prep our veggies, peeling some carrots. We're using carrots and peppers and onions today. And then we will show you next steps. All right, so the prep is done. We are going to put this massive bowl of veggies. I wish there was a little bit more color. I wish we had green and red peppers. Put it all in there, and then I want you to give it a stir, okay? Good job. Make sure it all comes out. All those beautiful onions. Good job, buddy. Okay, now give it a nice stir, and we'll let that sizzle while we make the sauce. Okay, so I have in here, normally I would use canned pineapple, but I don't have any canned pineapple, and they didn't have any at the store, so we're going with what we have. I'm going to do 1 part vinegar, 1 part ketchup. I'm just going to eyeball it. It's kind of how I roll. I'm not really one for measurements. I will measure this though. Yes, we're adding sugar. Squeeze your body for a second there, bud. Okay. We're going to put in a few tablespoons of sugar. I'm just going to do 2 because I don't think that, I think with the ketchup we've got enough, and we've got some really nice frozen pineapple that I've defrosted, and it is going to be great. And then we're going to add in some chili powder, sorry, and again, the more the merrier. The more the merrier, right, Ozzy? Okay, that's what it kind of looks like. You can see my sauce is getting red. Turn it down, no way, just let it sizzle. Here, you come stir this. You talk to the people, and I will make sure that this is going. Oh, this looks lovely. This looks so good. It looks so nice. And we just need a little bit of soy sauce. Did we get out the soy sauce? What? So this is really similar to what we used to make when we were kids as Hawaiian meatballs. What, you don't like the smell?
No.
Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good.
Yes,
Let's taste it.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna go like this. We gotta do the taste test like that.
It tastes weird with my vitamin C.
It tastes weird with your vitamin C. I think that we need to add a tiny bit more sugar.
Yes, please. Where'd it go?
It's right here. It's on the counter stuff.
Just a tad bit.
I was a bit, this is a teaspoon now, so we're going to do 3 of them. That's a tablespoon, right? Did you know that, Oz?
No.
3 teaspoons is a tablespoon?
No.
Okay. All right, so our sauce is made. We're going to let those veggies cook for a bit. Then we're going to add back the pork in, and then we're going to add our sauce, and it is going to be delicious. We're going to serve it with rice. We're not going to add rice into this stir-fry pot. All right, so that's it for now, and we'll be back to wrap up. All right, it is smelling fantastic in here, and we're just about ready to be done. So Austin's just going to add back in the pork. Yeah. So the pork again was sauteed in garlic and ginger. Make sure you get all the juice.
Yeah,
Make sure you get all
juice.
that juice.
That's on my fingers.
And all of that garlic as well.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, you won't. I get that garlic in there. Okay, next you're going to add the pineapple. It's just behind you, love. Okay, so we've got a bowl of pineapple. It's probably about 1.5 cups-ish. I kind of guesstimated what a tin would be. Get all that pineapple in there. Give it a good stir. That's not really, yeah, there we go, that will work. Give it a good stir, get it down in there. Make sure that it's still nice and hot. The pork was hot. Perfect. Okay, now the sauce. Oz, do it carefully. Grab the sauce. Yeah, you can just put that down in the other bowl, the stir stick that I had there. Okay, we're adding in the sauce. All right, scrape it down in there. And there's a little bit chunkiness at the bottom because of the ketchup that I didn't mix in really, really well.
Or the brown sugar.
Oh. Did you get it all?
Mm-hmm.
Use the spoon. Make sure you get it all. Don't burn yourself, love.
Just
all right. So now give it a good stir. We gotta kind of make sure that it's getting hot.
Oh yeah, it's on high.
I know, but we just put cold ingredients in a hot pan, and so it cools everything down a bit. So now, beside Austin, there is a red ramekin, and inside the ramekin we've got
cornstarch.
2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's a cornstarch slurry. That's what Austin was learning about today, and that is going to thicken up our sauce.
It's milk.
It's oobleck. We're putting oobleck in the.
I want to make oobleck.
Okay, so now mix it in real good so that we can use it to thicken up that sauce. If you don't mix it in, Austin, it's just going to make really gross, weird chunks. Okay, so you got to mix it in real good. Don't worry about it being on you. You can always clean your arm later. Okay?
Oh man, that smells good.
Doesn't it smell amazing?
Kind of.
Oh, I wish we could share the smell of this with you. Let's get a little zoom in on that. Oh, wow. It looks so good.
Tweet Mark Rober in it so you can make a smell thing.
You did a fabulous job. See how that...
Oh, my eyes!
See how that sauce is thickening up and it's starting to smell really nice with the pineapple and the garlic and the ginger and everything. Wow, I can't wait to eat this. Now, again, I wish that I had green and red peppers so that it would be a little bit more colorful, but hey, we do what we can with what we have.
Well, these are your favorite colors, aren't they?
They are my favorite colors. It's a bowl of fire. All right. So that is it. That is how we are doing
the brown sauce is the wood.
Sweet and sour pork for everybody today.
I finished my
vitamins. All right. Thanks, guys.